you got to be able to distinguish what's the perverse spirit and what's of God. I mean, I had some codings that told me, okay, this Kachina star that everybody looked at was actually my writings, the Naftali scrolls from the Starseed time of In N Out Burgers when I first got to Las Vegas. And that's what they were looking at, going all the way to the 79 days, the 5 months, and into pretty much a little under a year of that. And then they looked at the star, all those writings. So I was in the deal for some of it, and then I was getting healed for some of it. And that's what they looked at. So they saw, a mixture of those two. And that could be what I'm thinking. That's why it's the perverse spirit. But like, I think that the adder had something to do with it. I just get that feeling that he did. He tried to make it a knee out of it of his own. And I think that nobody did what they saw. No, like what's coming for the tribulation, they didn't prepare, or they just twisted everything into a perverse spirit to try to outlast what they saw of those writings, which some of that was, to repent, and they did not do. And then some of it, I think, was the adder tried to intrude on it. You have blue star, you have red star kachina, stuff like that. So those are both good characters. I'm just saying, was there some other star that tried to invade on it? You know, and I get other signs too. I mean, the Aussie eclipse that happened, I watched that. I was watching that at Canary. I was probably one of the only people in America that saw that. I saw it at live as it happened, and that was the eclipse in Australia. And then I was watching USA, and they were showing Pretty Woman, which I had never seen, but H loved that film. It was one of his favorite movies. And then right after they showed Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and I saw the George Costanza scene, and I saw Brad Pitt shoot first at the car, and I thought this is like spiritual. This showing in sequence of these two films, and some people say the devil is like short and fat and bald or something, and that's the old serpent. That's how you would interpret that. So is it like the old serpent is George Costanza? Could be. I'm just saying, is that the Benjamin? That's where you get that from, But it was disturbing. It was very disturbing to me. And I was watching with no sound. I was just viewing it, and then Mr. and Mrs. Smith was good, but I couldn't really view Brad Pitt getting with Angelina Jolie after they decide not to fight each other. I couldn't really view that because that's my brother. It's just and a lot of his work I don't uh, I don't look at him like other people do. I never did. Even in Troy, I thought this is like he is Achilles. Like that's him. It's not an actor. That's him. Like that's just that's I'm complimenting him. But all right, thank you. Have a good night.